What's up, Pisces? How are y'all doing? It is time to go ahead and look at your mid-month messages for December 2023. For anybody who's new to my channel or new to my style, I'm going to explain all about what this reading is about here in just a minute. But I promise you it's going to be fun, so stick around. What's up, Pisces? How y'all doing? Time for the mid-month messages. So when I do mid-month readings, the intention I'm putting into it is to see if there was a change of timelines. When I do tarot readings, I think the most important part of the whole damn reading is the advice. And if you take the advice and you apply it to your life, that does have the potential to change your timeline. For anybody who would like to schedule a personal reading, all the information on how you can go about doing that is right down there in the description of this video. All right, let's jump on into this current person. So this first part of the reading is the person you are currently with. If you are not experiencing any problems or issues with the person you are currently with, this is not for you. Let's see if timelines change between Pisces and the current person. Uh-oh, Devil card. It might be starting to get a little bit toxic between the two of you. Now, it's important to understand. Now, this is a slippery topic, so I got to pick and choose my words carefully. To a degree, an argument with your partner isn't intrinsically toxic, as long as there is no verbal abuse, no domestic abuse, no physical abuse or assaults or anything like that. Just a back and forth head button match, metaphorically speaking, that isn't intrinsically toxic in and of itself. That can actually be looked at as an opportunity for the two of you to grow, overcome that issue, and become stronger. The problem is that very frequently, that same issue keeps circling around and circling around and circling around and circling around without being resolved. So after a while, and every time the two of you clash, that creates energy. That creates a very negative, low frequency. And then it keeps manifesting and manifesting and manifesting and manifesting. And it turns into like this energetic snowball. And bathing and basking in that energy day after day, week after week, month after month. That's when it kind of starts to turn toxic. There could be some addiction issues, alcoholism issues for some of you in the mix here. I know that's not everybody, but it's definitely some of you. But boom, walking on eggshells. A lot of walking on eggshells. So I'm not seeing the two of you separate, but it does look like this connection is becoming a burden. You kind of feel like you're coming to your senses. Ooh, I also feel like this is a codependency connection here. Okay. So you're contemplating just completely abandoning this, contemplating it, playing with the idea, but I'm not seeing that happening. Not 100% sure if you're even really fully committed to this in your heart, because it's becoming such a burden to you. You have kind of a negative outlook on where this connection is going. Could be an Aquarius for some of you. Before I forget, the signs I have on the table: Capricorn, Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, Aquarius, Cancer again. Okay. Okie dokie. Well, I'm not seeing separation happening. That pretty much tells us the outcome. How's the current person feel about Pisces? What's their energy look like? How do they see you? How do they feel about you? Oh, the Hermit in the reverse. So maybe they see you as somebody who's afraid of being alone. Maybe. I don't know if you are afraid of being alone, but that's kind of how they feel about you. That you may only be with them because you're afraid of being alone. They don't have a positive outlook on where this connection is going either. Oh, and the codependency card. So many of the same cards are coming out here. Man. I'm thinking that some of you may just be with somebody who's not mature enough to be there for you the way you need them to be. And the damn Devil card. This is not the same deck either, by the way. This is a totally different deck. I pulled that first spread with this deck. I'm pulling this spread with this deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of the same cards came out. But again, the Tower card is reversed, so this person is not wanting things to come to an end, but they feel like this is a codependency connection. I think they feel like you're the codependent one. They want to work with you as a team on this right here. They just don't really have a positive outlook that the two of you are ever going to really come together and start working together as a solid team. Okay, well, we pretty much saw the outcome there. I don't think separation's happening. So it looks like the remainder of December and probably even the first half of January going to be a little bit slow between the two of you. Not a lot of movement, not a lot of action. Let's get the advice. Ace of Cups reversed again. Do the best you can to monitor and be in control of your own frequency. Be sure you're standing in your emotional independence and be in control of your own frequency. At the end of the day, that's all you can really do. That's another one of the many reasons why emotional independence is so important. Okay? Because if both of you are going through something at the same time, it's never going to get resolved. It's just going to spin around in a toxic cycle over and over and over and over and over. So sometimes two people need to part ways. Not necessarily, I'm not saying separate, but like you go in one room, they go in the other room. You get yourself right, they get themselves right. Does this make sense? This can be saved. This can absolutely be saved. I would just take a little bit of an energetic break if I was you, and just give yourself permission to detach and relax throughout the last couple of weeks of 2023 and into the first couple of weeks of 2024. Give yourself the chance to just relax and detach. Relax and detach and monitor your vibration. Focus on your own healing, evolution, and ascension, your own happiness. And I think if the two of you get yourselves right in here, this could be saved. Absolutely. Absolutely, positively. Well, that was kind of short and sweet. All right, let's take a look now at the new person. I already used this deck. Let me grab the same deck, but the borderless. I don't know. These are two of my favorite decks in the tarot, but I like this one because it's borderless. See, that has the border. That has no border. I like borderless decks. All right, let's look at the new person who just showed up in Pisces' life. New person who just showed up. Let's see. Uh-oh. So this person's carrying past vibrational baggage into this connection. This person's carrying a lot of past vibrational baggage into this connection. A whole lot. They may even still kind of be contemplating whether or not they want to reconcile with their ex. Tower card reversed. 6 of Cups reversed. 10 of Wands. This kind of feels to me like at least the energy's there. I'm not saying that they're going to. I'm not even saying that they're trying to. But I kind of feel like a part of them may be still wishing that things didn't come to an end between them and their ex. I think they're still attached to somebody from the past. This person's very defensive and they're not a very good communicator. 7 of Cups, 7 of Swords. Oh, be careful with this person. Be careful with this person, dude. Be careful with them. Let's take a deeper dig at their energy because it's not looking good so far. Take a deeper dig at the new person's energy, their feelings, their intentions. Yeah, I don't know. I think they kind of want to take a break from dating. I don't know what it is that they're doing. What are they doing? Death card reversed. Again, they're carrying past energy. They're still in love with a past person. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Queen of Coins reversed. Devil card. This kind of feels like rebound energy to me. 7 of Swords again. This feels like rebound energy to me. Mainly, they are trying to get their ex off their mind. This person's very insecure, has a lot of insecurities. I just really honestly think this person wants to get their ex off their mind. This is their main priority. It's their main priority. I don't honestly feel like they're connecting with you because they feel a genuine, deep connection. They just want to get their ex off their mind. Be careful with this person. Be careful. What's the outcome? What's the outcome? 7 of Wands. Tension starting to build between the two of you. Tension and frustration is starting to build. Yeah, Temperance reversed. 7 of Wands. King of Wands reversed. Yeah. So tension's starting to build. Is it going to blow up between the two of you? I don't know. Close. I think you're kind of sort of taking a couple steps back from this situation. Fool card reverse. Not jumping into this head first. Not jumping in with both feet because you can't figure out whether or not this is a good idea. Strength card. Yeah, you're kind of holding back and taking a couple of steps back from this. I'm not really seeing you completely ending it with this person, but you're taking a few steps back and proceeding with caution. Is there any advice? Any advice? 4 of Wands reversed. Page of Cups. Okay, 2 of Cups, 4 of Swords reversed. Okay. We need to get clarity on how this person feels and what their intentions are. And when I say get clarity, I don't mean get a tarot reading, unless you want one. I can read it for you if you want, but that's not what I mean by getting clarity. You need to feel how they feel about you. You need to know how they feel about you. You need to know. Again, not saying I won't read it for you if you come to me for a reading, but just know that if you can't pick up on and understand how somebody feels about you, that's a problem. If you can't pick up on and energetically vibe out their intentions, that's a problem. Big old problem. So, I've been telling a lot of clients this too here lately. What I would do is I would set some sort of time frame. Some sort of time frame. Now, I'm not going to tell you what time frame to set. A week, 2 weeks, a month, 2 months, whatever feels right in here. And mark that day on the calendar. When this day comes, if I don't have any more clarity on this connection with this person, and I'm still scratching my head, and I'm still racking my brain, I'm still losing sleep, I'm still confused because I can't figure out what's going on with this person, I'm done. I'm done. Dun 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 dun. Later, tater. That's what I would do. Yup, yup. All right. All right, all right, all right. Past person. Person from the past. Did timelines change between Pisces and the past person? If they changed, did they change for the better or for the worse? How are things looking between Pisces and the person from the past? Queen of Swords reversed. There's still some bitterness that needs to be let go of here. Not saying you don't have the right to be bitter. Not saying that at all. But to be honest with you, from an energetic perspective and from the perspective of universal law and energy behavior, it doesn't matter if you have the right to feel that way or not. That vibration will still manifest the same outcome. That's just what it is. Just what it is. Like if you're drinking poisonous water, it doesn't matter if you're drinking it because you're thirsty. It doesn't matter if you haven't had a drink of water in 2 days and you're about to die. It's still poison. Makes sense? So, kind of feeling like there might be a brief reconnection. Very brief. I don't know if you're going to run into this person. That's kind of what this energy feels like, honestly. Kind of feels like you're running into this person out somewhere. For some of you, it's possible they could show up in your inbox. Possible. But Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands, Death reversed. This kind of feels like a very brief on and off reconnection. Six of Swords, Ace of Wands reversed. Not lasting long. Doesn't last long. Doesn't last long at all. I'm honestly feeling like you're going to end up walking away from this with more questions than answers. So you're walking away, that bitterness that you're holding on to, like a lot of times, and I was telling a client this earlier today too, we think that if we get our questions answered, it'll give us the closure that we want. But very frequently, and I mean in a vast majority of cases, when you get those questions answered, it makes it worse. It makes it worse. Because most of the time, whether you realize it or not, we have an answer that we want to hear. We're not asking the question because we genuinely don't know the answer. We're asking the question because according to what we've seen, what our eyes see and what our intuition feels and what we want are different things. I'm handed the evidence that shows me that this is what it is, but I don't want that. I want it to be this. So when we get our questions answered, and it turns out to be not the answer that we wanted to hear, that doesn't give us the closure we wanted. It makes it worse. Makes it even worse. Tower card. Let's see how this person feels about you. Let's see how the past person feels about Pisces and what their intentions are. Let's see. What's their energy look like? What kind of person are they? Let's see. Ooh, see, they still got their guard up, though. They still got their guard up, though. They feel a lot of tension. I think they know intrinsically that you haven't really fully let go of whatever it was that happened. I kind of feel like they would like to reconcile. Yeah, I think so. They've been keeping a very close eye on you. They check up on you very frequently. But I think what they want to do is feel you out. They still feel unfinished business with you. They want to feel you out and see where you stand with this. So I think they're planning on coming forward with a reconciliation attempt. But just in case you're not interested in a reconciliation attempt, they're going to disguise it as something else. So they're not really being, depending on how you feel, depends on whether or not they're going to let you in on their true intentions. For those of you wondering whether or not this person is willing to take accountability for their actions, the answer is no. Okay. But they do feel unfinished business because the two of you are karmically tied. The two of you are karmically tied. Let's see if we can get an outcome here. What's the outcome? 4 swords. Yeah, once you either, whatever it is that happens here, whether you see this person out somewhere or they show up in your inbox and you have a little conversation with them or whatever it is that happens, I feel like you're probably going to be disappointed at first. Probably at first. Going to be kind of hurt and disappointed. It's going to drag up a bunch of old memories. You're probably going to have more questions than answers. You're not going to get any clarity from this at all. But once you get through that, I think it's going to, in a weird way, in a weird, unpredictable kind of way, going to actually help you relax and release this in a way that you never expected. What's the advice for Pisces with the person from the past? What's the advice? 4 of Cups reversed. 6 of Cups. Okay. So, like I've said before, healing happens in 3 stages. True healing. If you're really going to go all the way through the healing process and pop out the other side of it, it happens in 3 main stages. Acceptance, understanding, and gratitude. Acceptance, understanding, and gratitude. For now, well, make sure that you've made it through the acceptance phase. It is what it is. Everything happens for a reason. So I'm accepting that the universe did that for a reason. I just don't know what the reason is, but I'm accepting that it happened for a reason. Now, the understanding phase is I want to gain a better understanding on what the reason was. And that stage can be a long, drawn-out, pain-in-the-ass process. I want to start gaining a better understanding of what was that? What was the reason for that? What was the point of that, universe? Come on, universe, dude. Why'd you do that? I know everything that you do for a reason, but I'm stumped on this one. I don't know why the hell you did this, but I'm trusting that you did it for a reason. And I'm going to meditate. I'm going to relax. I'm going to go I'm going to go within, and I'm going to meditate until I start gaining a better understanding of that reason. And just be still. Be still and patient. And it may be spoon-fed to you over time, little bit by little bit by little bit. But if you can hold and maintain an open heart and an open mind for a long time, I just had to tell a client today, it's not something that happens in a couple of days. It's not something that happens in a couple of weeks or a couple of months. Very frequently, especially if it was something long-term, but doesn't have to be, it can take anywhere from 6 months to a year to start transmuting the energy, to start, let alone transmute through the rest of it and actually understand the true meaning behind why it all happened the way that it did, or creating a meaning, however you choose to do it. But that's what I'd be focused on right now if I was you. Do the best you can to relinquish your expectations of this person. Okay? You'll get through it. You'll get through it. You're going to shed a lot of past vibrational baggage for 2024. It's going to put you on a very different path, too. All right? Okie dokie. I do feel like those were the messages that my Pisces friends needed to hear. So, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all once again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check down there in the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.